Hello, and welcome to my video about the Grade 9 Accelerated Math class for the 2025-26 school year. I was hoping through this video to tell you a little bit about the course and to tell you a little bit about me, and then if you have any questions, you can let me know. I'll let you know how to reach me at the end. So first up, a little bit about me. My name is Dan Elbling. I studied math and physics at McGill University. I studied education there as well, and a few years ago I went back to school and did a master's degree in Ed Studies at Concordia. I've been teaching at Selwyn House for about 10 years, and before that I taught for another 10 years at Centennial Academy in Montreal. And somewhere in between, I took a year and went to work in northern Quebec in a village called Kuujjuaq with the Kativik School Board. There's a picture of me there. I thought it was interesting just because it's very cold there. It's a different experience than what I'm used to. Though it doesn't necessarily make me an expert in boys' education, I do have two boys of my own at home. This one is Stevie and that one is Jack. So, even at home, I'm always working on my craft. So that's a little bit about me and my educational background. In terms of the Grade 9 Accelerated course, in this course, we cover the entire Grade 9 Quebec math curriculum. We also cover some supplementary topics that we teach in the Selwyn House enriched Grade 9 math course, and we do the entire Grade 10 SN ministry course. So that means that there's a lot of stuff, and that means that it's really important to keep up with work and effort, which is why my most important classroom expectations are that students work hard, that they're respectful, and that they don't give up. I think it's super important to keep up with all of the assigned work, to ask good questions, to use class time effectively. And I think that those things are a lot easier if the boys are respectful with themselves, with each other, with the classroom itself, and with me. And it's also normal that somewhere along the way, even for students who have historically and traditionally done very well in math, they will come across a topic that they won't find easy. And it's not always easy to keep working hard when something like that happens. So I will encourage them throughout the year. And if you can encourage that at home, that's super helpful too. Day-to-day class will look like this. We'll usually start up with a warm-up question, something that recaps what we had done in the previous class. We'll always have time to take up questions about the previous day's homework. We'll go through some new content, and I'll do my best the last 5 or 10 minutes of class to give the guys some time to practice, see if they've really understood what it is that we've done. In terms of where to find all other information about this course, the short answer is my Selwyn. And a little bit more detailed of an answer is that specifically course outlines and general course information, that's going to be under the bulletin board tab of the My Selwyn page for math. So there are a few things posted up there now. The actual course content will always be posted under the topics tab. And the way I've set that up is that I've pre-set up the topics for the year. And if you click on one of them, it opens up some files that are usually a PowerPoint slideshow, some video lessons. I'll put the unit handout or an older version of it at least, and I'll update that once we get to that unit. Well, that's so that if anybody wants to preview what it is we're going to do, it's there and available. Class notes will be posted only after each class has happened. In terms of homework assignments, quizzes, tests, etc., that'll be under the assignments tab. This is one from last year, just to show you how that tab works. So homework will be given just about daily and posted daily. Quizzes will be posted up with 1 or 2 days notice, because those are really meant to be a check-in. And tests will always be posted with a week's notice. And at the start of the year, I'll send an email to students and parents too, just to make sure that everyone is starting off the year organized and on the right page. And after that, it'll be up to students and parents if they want to check on My Selwyn for those things. A quick rundown of some of the policies. Homework will be given just about daily. By that I mean every time we have a class, or pretty much, there will be homework assigned. And if students manage to finish their work in class, it would be a really good idea to do a few extra practice problems at home. There will always be practice problems available. Quizzes will happen about once a week. That might seem like a lot, but it's for me to check in to see if there's anything that I hadn't taught properly or somebody hadn't understood properly. On an individual basis, it gives the boys some feedback about what stuff they've done well in or where they can still work to improve. And it also means that each quiz is worth less if we have a bunch of them. Tests will occur 1 to 2 per unit. Like I mentioned, I'll give about a week's notice for those. And in terms of marking, it's the same breakdown for math as it is in any year. Sit probs are worth 30% and reasoning is worth 70. That reasoning is made up of tests, quizzes, participation assignments. That's a rough estimate of the weighting. What's different about this course is that the final exam for this course, being a ministry government exam, is worth 50% of the whole year's 70% reasoning mark. So it's a big exam. And we're going to do a whole bunch of work to make sure that the boys are well prepared for that. Something that I will do is always drop the worst quiz mark of each trimester, because a one bad day shouldn't tank your mark. And something that we do in the senior school is we allow 2 or up to 2 retests. The students are allowed to redo 1 test from trimester 1 if they want. And then they can pick 1 other test from trimesters 2 or 3. So at the trimester 1 is guys are getting used to the year. They have an opportunity to redo 1, and then they have 1 other one for the rest of the year. And finally, if any guys are looking for some extra help, practice, we offer tutorials in the senior school every Monday and Wednesday in the Macaulay basement from 3 to 4 p.m. If a student needs some help at any other time, they're always free to email me. We can find a flex time, a lunchtime, before or after school, a time to meet. And if anybody's looking for help at home, posted on my cell phone also is a link to a bunch of in-house resources that senior school teachers have made, PowerPoints, video lessons. So there are a bunch of things that students can do to make sure that they're successful in the course as well. So if you have any questions now or anytime during the year, please feel free to email me. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thanks very much.